2x on that side. Okay, so now when I multiply I'm looking for ones to cancel out. That's the whole reason we're doing this here. My x's here is x over x is 1, so 2 times the quantity x plus 1 will equal 2 over 2 is a 1, so 3 times x is 3x. Now, next step is to distribute. I distribute my 2 to the x and my 2 to the 1. 2 times x is 2x, not so hard. 2 times 1 is a positive 2. Also, pretty easy, not so bad. Now just get all the x's on one side, and it's pretty easy to move the x's over there because 2 is smaller than 3. So I'll go ahead and subtract 2x from both sides. These cancel. That's the whole point of doing what I'm doing. And 3x, 3 of something minus 2 of something, leaves me with just 1 of that thing. So x is just equal to 2. Now, as long as 2 is not my domain restriction, since I only have the x there in the denominator, x cannot be 0, and 2 is not 0, then it should work. So let's see. Let's substitute 2 for the x. 2 plus 1 over 2, is that equal to 3 over 2? Well, yeah, 2 plus 1 is 3 over 2, and that's equal to itself. That's a tautology. That's how we know it's correct. Let's do number 19 over here. So number 19 says 1/2 minus 4 over 9x is equal to 4 over 9 minus 1 over 6x. So let's take a look at what our LCD, what is our LCD here? Well, 9 is 3 times 3, so that's 3 squared. 6 is 2 times 3. So basically, I have, oops, 3, wow, I don't like that. 3 times 3. Basically, the highest power of my 2's is 2 to the first power times the highest power of my 3's is squared, 3 squared, and then my x's I only have to the first power, so it'll be 2 times 9 times x, or, well, let's write it out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to write it out 3 times in 3 different colors. So we can, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 4 different colors. So we can see exactly how it interplays with the other numbers in the equation. And once more, let's do this one in pink. Okay. So the first one is yellow. So I'm going to multiply my LCD times my 1/2 there. Now my LCD, this 2 will cancel with this 2, and I'm left with 3 times x times 1, or 9x. Now my second term is 4 over 9x. My 3 times 3 cancels with the 9, and my x will cancel with the x. So I'm left with negative 4 times 2, which is a minus 8. Not too shabby. My next term is 4 over 9, and when I multiply it by my LCD, this 9, or basically these 3 times 3, will cancel with that 3 times 3, and I'm left with 4 times 2 times x, or 8x. And finally, in pink here, this LCD is going to multiply with the negative 1 over 6x, so that 2 and 3 cancels with the 6, this x cancels with the x, and I'm left with negative 1 times 3, or minus 3. So my new expression looks like 9x minus 8 is equal to 8x minus 3. Let's get our x terms on one side of the equation, and we'll get our our integer terms on the other side of the equation. 8 and negative 8 cancel, so I'm left with 9x minus 8x. That's just 1x. And these will cancel also, so negative 3 plus 8 is 5. X is equal to 5. That doesn't violate any domain restrictions, so we should be that 60 over x minus 60 over x minus 5 is equal to 2 over x. So the LCD there, the least common denominator there, is the x times the highest power of x minus 5, which is 1, so it's x minus 5. So I'll multiply across by the LCD. That'll be x times x minus 5 there. This will be x times x minus 5 there. And this will be x times x minus 5. Each of those actually says x minus 5. You're just going to have to take my word for it. Alright, so let's go ahead and cancel out all our 1's. So x over x is 60 times the quantity x minus 5. X minus 5 over x minus 5 is 1, so that's minus 60x, and that's equal to x over x cancels 2 times the quantity x minus 5 here. Distributing 60, I get 60x minus 300, and that's going to be equal to, minus 60x, and that's going to be equal to 2x minus 10. 2x minus 10. Well, something interesting happens here. Notice I have a positive 60x there and a positive 60x there. So those cancel actually, and I'm left with the negative 300 being equal to 2x minus 10. So to solve that, we need to add 10 to both sides. And I get 290 is equal to 2x. And that shouldn't be too terribly difficult. Let me rewrite this over here, make it easier to see. 290 is equal to negative 290 is equal to 2x, right? Negative 300 plus 10 is a negative 290. So now I divide both sides by 2, and I get negative 145 is equal to x. And that should be it.